We've heard it was a perfect storm of weather ingredients that were to blame for last year's wildfires.
Chief Meteorologist Dylan Robichaud spoke with experts at the National Weather Service about how those conditions caused fires that quickly raced out of control.
September 7th, 2020 had all the ingredients for disaster. Very dry vegetation, unusually strong winds from the east, and extremely low humidity.
Perfect setup for rapid spread of fires.
Tyler Cranes with the National Weather Service out of Portland says a very unusual weather pattern setup led to the strong wind event.
An area of low pressure west of the Cascades. And then east of the Cascades, we had high pressure.
Here's a look at our weather pattern set up that day. We had high pressure across the high desert, low pressure across northern California. Where those two systems meet, we get these winds that really accelerate up and over the Cascade passes. These winds are not good because what they can do is dry out the fuel bed, lower the humidity, and any pre-existing fires can spread rapidly. This was also a very unusual weather pattern for this time of the year. Typically, this pattern occurs in the winter months.
We were actually calling that windstorm historic, not because of the wind speeds that occurred, but because of the time of year that it occurred.
Adding on to that, the state already had several small fires prior to the wind event, which would then spread rapidly as the gusty winds began. The next day, we woke up to an orange landscape and the worst air quality ever recorded in Oregon, and the worst air quality in the world. And it didn't stop then. For 10 days, air quality readings read hazardous, as east of the valleys, several infernos burned. For those who breathed it all in, it was a time they'll never forget. I'm Chief Meteorologist Dylan Robichaud.
A lot of people were very relieved to hear the Goodpasture covered bridge near Vida survived the fire, and we thought you'd appreciate this picture of fire crews in front of the historic structure. It's the second longest covered bridge in Oregon. Not long after the fire broke out, the bridge was all but surrounded by flames. Crews sprayed the 82-year-old bridge with a special protective foam. A hot ember did land on the roof and burned a shingle, but that was the only damage.
Turning trash into treasure when we come back. How one artist used fire to bring new life to the rubble left behind, hoping to help the entire town heal.